Hello everyone, Empress G here. I hope everybody's doing well. The week is almost, we're halfway there, or three quarters. It's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, So anyway, folks, I'm doing some jerk chicken, chicken leg and chicken thigh for a few hours. And I just thought, like I said, folks, anytime I cook, that's when I put stuff on basically camera or, video it, because I don't just get up and just do a whole lot of stuff and it won't be eaten. So people, we are jerk chicken. So basically how I do my jerk chicken, folks, I brine it overnight with about three tablespoons of salt, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and leave it in some water in the fridge overnight. And what brining does, it just give the meat a nice flavor and just bring it to, it's just give it an overall very nice taste. So okay, that's, I leave it for 24 hours. Then I take it out and rinse it off. Wash it down with, your lemon and your vinegar and stuff like that. And I have it ready. I make my own jerk seasoning, so that is okay. One of these days when folks, I've never run out of jerk seasoning, but I've run out of green seasoning. And what I love to do when I'm doing my jerk chicken is to have fresh green seasoning on it. I'm not gonna do a lot. So this is what we're doing. We just have about 3 legs and thigh because it's just three of us. So and this is already ready for the seasoning to go on. I'm just gonna pat it dry. But right now I'm gonna do my green seasoning. This is my homemade jerk seasoning right here, folks. So like I said, I don't really buy much of anything because I make most of my stuff, almost everything. So I'm gonna my green seasoning, when I do it, I have some garlic, I have a bit of rosemary, I have parsley, I have cilantro, and I have thyme. And the rosemary, I just take off the sprig from the rosemary, and because the stick is very hard to I'm using my magic bullet, and it's like I said, I'm not making a lot because I don't like to. I just make it when I'm using it because I don't like to make it and leave it in the fridge, because I find even though I'm gonna put a little bit of vinegar in it, but I just love to do it freshly. So right now I'm just doing enough for my chicken, and it's pretty easy to make, so I don't like to make a whole big bottle of it, put in the fridge. I know it can keep, but I like to do my stuff freshly, so basically I'm just doing enough right now. And I have onions, I have green pepper, bell pepper, some thyme, a bit of thyme gonna go in also, and because that's one of the main ingredients in it. And I have some celery, some green onions, and also white onions. Okay, if I make enough and a little bit left over for maybe a day or so, and I don't cook every day, folks, so that's the thing. So only when I cook, I love to do video on camera when I do something when I cook, because that's the only time I do this video, or somebody asks me to do something. Okay, this is the celery here. I'm gonna put a few pieces of celery in it, and so that's it. So I don't cook every day. So just gonna put some celery in there for flavor, some garlic, and folks, cut your garlic and leave it for about 5 minutes before you and this part of the parsley, I like the hand part, because that's also with the cilantro. That's where this is where most of the flavor is. Okay, so I have some cilantro and some parsley in it, and those are, and I have a bit of what's called shadow benny, and it's almost looks like green scallion. Okay, folks, so you should try that in your dishes. It's mostly a Trinidadian and Grenadian are those islands mostly familiar with it, but it's a beautiful herbs seasoning. It's called shadow benny, and it's almost have the same flavor as you said, between cilantro and it's just a multifaceted flavor, and I like it. The first time I tried it, I just love it, so that's it. So it's called shadow benny. I use also some broadleaf thyme because I grow some inside right now, so I just pick these off the tree, and broadleaf thyme is so good. And I have my this is fresh basil here, folks. So like I said, I'm getting a lot from my friend garden right now, and These are gonna be dry eventually because I'm trying to get a few of it. I get some roots so I can plant some, but in the winter time you don't really, when you plant, so you have to have a lot of lights for these things. So I probably, if it doesn't fetch root, I just dry it and ground it up because that's how I get my So okay, I'm gonna put some scallion right now. A bit of onion, not a lot, because I'm not making a great big batch because I don't like to mix stuff like this and put on my fridge. So. And what we're gonna have the jerk chicken with, we're gonna have curry coconut rice. Oh folks, I gotta big up Colors TV in Jamaica. He's the one I see do it the other day. Curry coconut rice. And folks, when I saw that, I said I gotta try it. I tried a few of his stuff and I sent him them, and he always sent back good, sent back to me directly and big me up, and he subscribed and tell me he subscribed to the channel. So I know right now he's not doing he's busy because his wife was sick again back in the hospital, and I'm so sorry to hear that, Colors, if you're listening. And I see she is home now, so I hope she take it easy. She just have a baby a few months ago, and she had a small daughter about 2 years old, and she just had a baby, but wasn't doing too well, so she was back in the hospital. So I was so proud of Flowers. He was there, and just like a real man, he take on the chore and just taking care of his family, and that's what it's all about, folks, taking care of your family as a man, man up. So that guy made me so proud, and I think his wife, I'm just gonna put about a teaspoon or so of white vinegar in it, and basically that's it. I'm gonna put a little bit of, because I don't have to put any other stuff, because in the jerk seasoning every herb that you can think of is in there. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of salt to this, and basically just grind it up, folks, because like I said, after that I'm just gonna throw on my jerk seasoning. And in my jerk seasoning, only the kitchen sink that's left, that doesn't go in it. All the herbs and spices that you can think of, oregano, rosemary, just about everything, my allspice and everything. So folks, I'm just gonna blend this up right now, but I don't need anything else anymore in this. So let me just blend this up and rub it up on the chicken, and and then I just I'm gonna let it marinate for a little while. I'm just gonna add the other piece of the rest of the pepper, because the bell peppers have such a green, especially in your green, have a very beautiful taste in your green seasoning. Let me just add this. So after I season it up, I'm just gonna leave it to marinate for about an hour or so. Usually I do it overnight, but I just get this request just shortly because I wasn't gonna cook anything, it was me alone, but company, so that was the request. So I gotta work with that. And anyway, about an hour or so, leave it to marinate. It's gonna be very good, very, very good. As long as you got your meat to marinate for some point, that's the whole idea, Shouldn't just season meat and just cook it like that. I'm gonna put a few pieces more fresh parsley in it, because the parsley is another thing that is so good for you, I use it in a lot of my juices. It's antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. It lowers your blood pressure, and it also helps to stabilize the blood sugar. Okay, so I'm just gonna give this a quick whip, then just put it on the chicken and put the jerk season on. At this point, folks, I'm definitely, well, my nails are too short for anything yet. I was gonna put the gloves on, but forget it. I hate gloves at this point. I wear them for 30 years every day, and I don't want to put the gloves on right now. folks, all I put in there was just a little vinegar. And look at the moisture, you know. So let me just see how, if that's let's see if it's all ground up good enough. So but you want it very fine, you know. Okay, I think that should do it, folks. So that's my green seasoning right there. Okay, so my chicken. So what I do, I like to just dry them off a bit. You know, any excess water, because you don't want a lot of Okay, so folks, I just put my some of my green seasoning on. Yeah, I'm making up that you know, maybe I have enough for another day. So what you do, folks, you just rub up all your seasoning here, the garlic, everything, intense flavor, your green seasoning first. Oops, that's good, that's good. I think that's enough. So that's it right there. Just rub up your green seasoning. Yeah. And when that marinates along with the jerk seasoning, you give that an hour or two, folks, and that's how you get beautiful jerk seasoning. Jerk jerk. So like I said, folks, I do my own. See, when I do it, I used to sell them, folks. People still ask me, but you know, I can't be bothered. I don't have the time for that. I'm just make stuff for myself. And that's it. That was way back in the day. So, folks, I am gonna, like I said, this jerk season I have everything. I'm just gonna put okay. And what you do with your jerk season, folks, you're gonna blend it all up, but you want to make sure it gets underneath the skin of the chicken, you know. And you just make a couple, yeah, make sure it get underneath the skin of your chicken, yeah, right in there. Yeah, just, yeah, make sure it get, yeah, because that's right inside, so it marinates so good. And yeah, just stick it inside of the skin. And when you're jerking, folks, like I don't use chicken, this is one of the time I use I keep the skin of the chicken on, because that when you jerk, you keep the skin on and it cooks better, and that skin give it a nice brown. That's one of the only time I use or if I'm roasting a chicken, you know. But don't take your skin off. All it depends. It's up to, you know. But I find if you do jerk chicken with the skin off, folks, it's not gonna be the same thing. And I just like make a couple prick so to get all that flavor in it. Just, you know, give it a couple. Yeah, so folks, so that's basically it right there. That chicken is gonna be well marinated. Yeah, couple. Yeah. So it's underneath the skin, and I'm gonna give it about an hour or so, because like I said, everybody is quiet, everybody is hungry, so I'm not gonna, you know. Normally I'll always do it ahead of time, but like for right now, it was just spur of the moment. So this is basically it right there, and that's gonna be marinated for about an hour, or just depending on how how long these folks can wait. But an hour is good enough, folks. Yeah, hour is good enough. So folks, I'm gonna just leave it, put it to marinate, and for now, and in that space of that time, I'll just get ready to do. So folks, so everyone, I'm just gonna go get ready to do the curry rice. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back and I'm ready. The chicken has been marinated for about an hour, a little bit over an hour, and now I'm just gonna put it in the oven. And we're using a glass dish, and we're not gonna be covering it. When you're doing a jerk chicken, you know, folks, if it's not a grill outside, I don't cover it, and it just cook and come up very nicely. So this is it right now. Gonna be putting in and put some butter, you know, all around, and also on the chicken, and basically that's it. Yeah, there's some butter all around on it. Yeah, because you want to get that, helps to get a nice crispy skin, you know, and also too for flavor. And we're just gonna pour in all the that goodness in it. And the oven is preheated at 400. Yeah, at 400, because this is chicken you're cooking, so you want to get good heat on it. Okay, so basically that's it. All that. Well, this is how I do my jerk chicken anyway. Everybody has a different take on things, and you know, so I just have a couple of pieces of butter on top there. Yeah, because folks, you don't want it to make water, because otherwise you're gonna have what, stew chicken, you know. So it's on 400, and it's gonna just take its time. I'm just gonna put a little bit of just to rinse out the bowl. That's it. You know, give it a little bit of moisture in the bottom, just a little bit, and it's just gonna slowly take its time and cook. And as I say, it doesn't need any. This is warm water, a little bit. Yeah, no, I just leave it openly, let it stay there and cook. Okay, folks. So that's gonna go in the oven, open at 400 degree Fahrenheit. Because this is chicken, and you want to make sure, so, folks, it's cooked. Okay, it is cooked and cooked properly, because otherwise you could end up with chicken is something that you don't mess around with, from cleaning it up, cooking it. You know, well, I know in some culture they don't wash meat, but well, that's their bag. Okay, so especially when it comes to poultry, chicken, or stuff like that, folks, make sure and especially when you answer clean, you know, no feces going on there or anything, you know. Wash your hands, you go to the washroom, especially if you're cooking. It's not just for yourself, for other people. And washing is a must, folks. Always wash your hands, always wash your hands. Okay, and that's it. If people wash their hands, that would cut down on at least 50, even 75% of all the, you know, all the disease that spread, you know. So I'm gonna stick it in the oven right now, folks, and I'm turning on it. And okay, and that's gonna probably cook for about 45 to an hour or so. Well, you know what, you know, sometimes chicken, you give it time and it doesn't cooks before that, and it depends on what kind of chicken. This is organic chicken, and these were grown wild, so these are a little bit harder than your chicken that you have there, the mechanical white chicken. So these will probably take a little bit longer to cook. Okay, so folks, right now we're gonna be doing the curry, the rice right now. I'll just bring this back down closer. I think I better use the front stove. Okay, folks, so what basically we're gonna do now, we're just gonna have the rice. And folks, when you come to your rice, please wash it. It depends on where you are. You have access to water, at least wash it at least once. If you can't wash it any more than that, I wash mine till the water is totally clear, you know, and that's it. Sometimes I throw a little bit of vinegar in it, wash it also. So I just wash mine until it's totally clear. Okay, so this way, always wash your rice. That's a must. So for this dish, folks, we have the coconut there, and I have some soups, vegetable stock. And what's gonna happen is gonna put the curry in. I'm gonna put in some onions and some you know, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of celery, to cook in with the curry. I'm not doing exactly as colors does this, but it's the same technique, because I've did this before, and this is how I do mine. And basically, you know, I think he just put his curry and the coconut milk. I don't remember if he had any onions or garlic or anything like to his, but I'm doing, you know, I'm doing that to mine. But like I said, I just remind you guys, yeah, colors do some really nice stuff and off the chart stuff, and you know, I dig him up for that. So this is this is curry rice, and I'm just gonna do it a little bit. I don't remember. I have to go back on the video to remember if he had put any onions or garlic or anything in there along the curry. So, and you know, I'm gonna put in some thyme and all of that in mind. So right now I'm just adding in the onions first because the curry cook easily. A little bit of parsley and some garlic in it. I'm leaving most of this on my cabbage. For the side dish will be cabbage and carrots. So all that bell peppers is for my cabbage. Yeah. So yeah, just put a little. Not a lot, just a little. So I'm just gonna let the onions saute right now. You know, before I had the curry in, then I'm gonna have the put the rice in. So I'm just letting this saute, the onion saute, and then I'll add in the curry to cook. And then I add the rice, which is washed already and ready to go. So I'm just gonna put my because I know on this thing is so sensitive. I don't want it to go off. Oh, the smell from the onion, folks. The smell from the onion. Okay, folks, I'm gonna add, as usual, my better pack. I'm gonna add that in right now. I'm gonna, okay, let me see if I have enough oil to burn the curry. I want to make sure. Let's add a little more coconut oil. And you know, so you're gonna have coconut oil and you're gonna have coconut milk. So that is a lot of stuff there. So I'm gonna add a spoon of curry to it. I'm gonna lower the stove a bit. And as you say, I don't want the curry to be burned. I just want the curry to cook. You know, so I just need the curry to cook. I think I'll add a little bit more curry. Let it pack. The smell, I tell you folks, I just love this curry. I just love this curry. Okay, folks. So I am gonna add in coconut milk right now. And like here, folks, there's no measurement. I just no measurement right now. I just do my thing. So the curry is added, and the coconut milk is added to that. And I'm gonna add some vegetable broth also. And now I'm gonna add the rice in, folks. And like I said, make sure your rice is properly washed. See? And then I'm just gonna let it cook. Everything is there from the vegetable cube. The salt is there from the vegetable cube, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna need to add any more. So folks, right now this is it. Right now, we're just gonna leave it, let it simmer. I'm gonna put it on the back stove because so folks, basically that's it right there. So we're gonna let the rice cook and the chicken is in the oven. And you know, the vegetable is very easy to do, folks. So okay, I'm gonna leave that on the back stove. I'm gonna cover. Where's my cover? And the stove, I'm just gonna let it boil up, then I reduce the heat. Okay. So I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna do a veggie right now, folks. Yeah, is it too? Should let the rice cook first because I wanna share everything hot. So, you know, folks, I'm gonna do the vegetable right now. So let's come a little bit more over here. So it's just cabbage and carrots, and I'm gonna just do it up with some bell pepper, and that I'm gonna use some olive oil for the cabbage. The smell of the curry is and the onions and all of that is so good. So the rice, just once it starts to boil up, I just lower the heat on it. So I'm using olive oil for the stir fry veggie. I like to mix it up a bit. And this is two oil that I use, two of my favorite oil I use, folks. Either olive oil or and this one is cold pressed. This is cold extracted virgin olive oil. This is as high up as you get. This is as pure as it gets. So for some some I can put about 2 tablespoons. Eyeball that, and then I'm gonna add all my I'm gonna sort of mix it up on both red onion and white onion. And then I want to drop those in before it starts to give me attitude, folks. Okay. Folks, you know what? I think I'm gonna wait a bit till the rice and the chicken done, because what I don't want to have my stuff so folks, we're gonna just let all of that come together, then I'll come right back. Okay, Empress is back, and the chicken, the jerk chicken has been done. I just pulled it from the stove, and the rice, curry rice, been cooked, and I'm just eating up the pot right now for the veggies, and that's the easiest part. So I put some olive oil, and I'm just gonna add a piece of butter to it. Those are the two that give your vegetable such a nice flavor. So I have some olive oil here, about a tablespoon of olive oil, and just gonna drop a piece of butter in, and just gonna saute just gonna put my garlic, what am I saying, my onions. Okay, so yeah, let the butter, I'm gonna add in my onion and garlic. So let that just, as they say, let the onion sweat. Then I'll just add in my cabbage, and I like to put my bell peppers last because I love them to be crunchy. So the chicken looks very good, folks, in the oven. That's dressed chicken in the oven. So that's my onion. I'm using 2 onions. I'm using a bit of red onion and some white and some so I have parsley, and I'll add some bit of cilantro to it. Like I said, I love the part of the cilantro with the stick on it. That's where you get a lot more of the flavors in this part here. So first parsley, I'm gonna add a few basil, because I have everything fresh right now, folks. That's the thing with the summertime. Everything fresh. Fresh parsley, fresh basil, and I'm going for fresh oregano in a couple days. So I'm just gonna, okay, so folks, that's in right now. Wedding. I had my overhead fan on, folks, so that's when you see everything glowing. Yeah. had my carrots and my cabbage because I'm putting both of them in, folks, because we like them crunchy. So it's not going to be a lot of cooking. So, you know, most time you would put like your carrots ahead of time. Nope. We love everything crunchy. So they barely going to cook a bit. Then we take them out. Then I had peppers. I'm going to add the peppers now. And cabbage shrinks, folks, so I wouldn't worry too much. It's gonna shrink down. This could also eat as the main meat dish, you know, folks. For a lot of vegan, this is it with the rice. Yeah. Or vegetarians, or so you don't have to be vegetarian and vegan to cook up your veggie, you know. I'm gonna add the peppers right now. And when I do my vegetables, this is what I like to have it with a lot of vegetable in it, you know. Bell peppers and all of that. I'm gonna lower the heat a bit. And folks, just leave it there. I'm not even gonna cover it. It has everything in there. It has thyme, it has oregano, it has parsley. No, I didn't put any oregano. I'll put a bit of oregano. And then I'll just put a little bit of put a little basil. And I have a little bit of vegetable stock. I'm just gonna add to it. And you don't want to add a lot of salt in your vegetable, you know. So that's why I'm just putting some vegetable stock. And this is it right here. And that's where I'm going to get all that flavor from. And that's veggie stock. And I'm going to bring that heat up. And you just leave it open like that. Just let it stay. And there's cabbage. Produce a lot of water. If you close it, you're gonna have like a cabbage soup when you open it. So I just leave it like that. Because basically we want everything to be crunchy and nice. Give it a couple more minutes, then I'll just take it off. So you get all that nice flavor from the olive oil and butter and the vegetable stock. This is how we like it, crunchy. Just gonna add a little black pepper. And basically, folks, I'll just put a little bit of gallo. You know, I can't go by gallo, not using gallo. A little bit of gallo. And right now, folks, believe you me, it's done. That's how we like it. Crispy, crunchy. That's how you do your veggie. Have your cabbage like this. It's very nice. It's not really crunchy, but it's in between. But it's not soggy. And once you're done, you don't leave it on the heat because these stoves, once you turn them off, they eat it for a long while. A lot of people don't realize that. Once you cook anything on electric stove, take it off. Even though you turn it off because the heat just go on for a while. The gas stove, now you have a better, yeah, okay, you turn the gas off and that's it. And folks, basically, this is ready right now. This is done, because remember, your vegetable, we should be eating all our vegetables raw to begin with, and when we cook it, we cook out a lot of the nutrient. That's why I like to do it nice and crunchy. And I do a lot of juice, so I do have a lot of vitamin juice, stuff like that. So this is done right now, folks. See, there's no water in there. That's how you want to have your cabbage cooked. Don't cover it, just leave it open. And that's done. And I'm just going to turn the stove off. Crunchy and nice. That's it, folks. That is done. That's my cabbage and carrots and veggies. Let's move it from the heat. And right now, folks, as Marco said, the boat is landed, so we're gonna just plate it. So bring this closer. So that's the chicken here, folks. Jerk chicken is done. And the rice, my curry rice is also done. And now I'm just gonna display it. I think I have some cucumbers and tomato also there. I don't know, I love cucumbers in everything, folks, so every time I'm eating. We'll see how that works if it end up. Otherwise, we just go down cabbage. And our curry rice. And folks, the rice tastes so good. With the coconut oil in it, it's just awesome. Okay. So that's the rice there, folks. And the chicken. This is it, my jerk chicken. This is how I like it. Okay. See, not a lot of sauce in the bottom to let it cook like you know, it's just enough. Okay. And we're gonna plate the cabbage. Bring it closer, folks. What am I doing? Closer. Avocado ready also too, but folks, I'm just gonna put a lot of veggie on this. I'm not gonna even put cucumbers or anything because this vegetable is so good. So with all the colors, yeah, I'm just gonna plate a lot of veggie all around, and this will be gone before anything else, folks. The vegetable. Everybody loves cabbage. Crunchy, 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 and nice. Yeah, I think that's it. The cucumbers, folks can get the cucumber and tomato. I don't want to crowd it up the plate too much. Yeah. Folks, That's coconut curry rice with my famous jerk chicken. Oh, this is so good. And some nice steamed cabbage, carrots, and you know, peppers and stuff like that. So folks, that is my jerk chicken there, my version of my jerk chicken with curry rice. And like I said, Cola Smith, he does is, I didn't go after his, he just gave me the idea to do it because I think his was just I don't remember if he had anything to it, but this is my version, and you know, I still big him up. So folks, that is jerk chicken with curry rice with coconut milk and steamed cabbage. That's good. Steamed cabbage and carrots together, folks. And as they say, that's supper right there. That is supper right there, folks. So give it a shot, folks. Try it. Try it. Because the curry rice it tastes so beautiful, so nice. And you know, you can't go wrong with curry, folks, okay? So big up everybody. Okay folks, that's my jerk chicken right there. Yeah. So folks, I think we're just gonna have a nice I think I'll put up with a nice glass of cold. I always have sorrel, folks. I make so much sorrel right through the here because I don't wait around for Christmas or anything. I make sorrel all the time because sorrel is another drink that is so good for you. It has a lot of antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties in it, and it's good for the blood pressure, for your blood sugar. This is how big my bottles are when I make it, folks. That's my sorrel. I have several bottles in the fridge, so I never go out to sorrel. And when I make them, I make all quite a bit, and I like my sorrel very strong. So that one is from last year, so you know how good that is. Okay, I'm just gonna probably strain it a bit because I put some allspice down in it. So let me just shake it up, folks. Yes. Okay. Let me just strain it so I get all. See all the allspice coming out? Look how rich that is, folks. That's how I love my sorrel. And then I could just put them allspice and cloves. So this one is from last year. I did this one. And I made it right through the here as long as I'm never out, and that's it. I don't wait for no time to do anything when I want to do my stuff. So folks, basically that's it right there. Have that with a nice cold glass of sorrel, and that's as Jamaican as it gets, folks. Jerk chicken and rice and vegetables. So folks, have a good evening and big up yourself, everybody. Okay, so take it easy. Peace. I'm out.